Thursday, everybody. Happy Thursday, and welcome to the Dollar Hour. I am Deontay Burton, a.k.a. Mr. Short Dollar himself. Tonight, we got a super show planned for you guys. We're also streaming live with my other YouTube channel, Change the Lives, because we have pretty much what we're talking about. It's kind of like a joint subject matter. We're asking the question, why are you counting my money? Why are you counting my money? And when we start having a discussion, we're going to be covering it from a personal, family, and, you know, even with being the Dollar Hour, Mr. Short Dollar, entrepreneur standpoint, because a lot of times people go down the road of entrepreneurship and people will say a lot of things to you, but they don't necessarily give you the whole gist of the human aspect when you're dealing with people.
That's right.
And everything.
That's right.
What's going on now? What's going on? Right now we're streaming live on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, and Twitter. The main hub is the Mr. Short Dollar YouTube channel, where we talk about personal finance, business, entrepreneurship, and investing. So whatever platform y'all looking at, I appreciate you guys tuning in. But just remember to go to the Mr. Short Dollar YouTube channel, subscribe to the channel. Over 600 videos on the YouTube channel. We got a grant playlist, active grant playlist with over 150 grant opportunities on that playlist, and a lot of great information if you're investing, finance, new in business, need access to the information regarding business and stuff. Go to Mr. Short Dollar on YouTube to take advantage of it. And again, tonight discussion we're talking about why are you counting my money.
That's right.
You know, before we get started, we'll say what's up to my awesome producers, DJ Lab.
What's going on, brother?
Hey, man, fantastic.
The best day of the week, right?
Hey, man, absolutely, man. Get it cracking up in here.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Also say what's up to my other producer, Slick 316. What's up, Rick?
Always in the building.
Yeah, man. So, had a pretty good week and everything. You know, say give a happy belated birthday to Miss Missy Lot.
That's right. Happy birthday,
Yeah.
Miss Miss Light.
We parted this weekend in the Fox Phase 2. Formerly the Silver Fox on Bankhead and Fast Ave. Yeah.
The Silver Fox on Bayhead.
Yeah.
There we go.
We had a good time this weekend.
We did.
Hey, man, that damn pasta was good. I was damn buzzed. Right. This shit was delicious. You know, your drunk food's a little better.
It tastes a little better when you
man,
drunk.
shoot. I'm getting thirds and fourths. Everybody, look at it. Look at it. I heard going up there like, damn, this is great.
That's the best pasta I ever had.
Shout out who cooked that, man. I might have had done about that. Woo. But yeah, man, you know, what we're talking about in regards to tonight's subject matter, why you counting my money, a lot of times people go through different various reasons. You know, how you looking in life, what you doing in life, different ways you handle certain situations. And a lot of times, people handle it differently. You know, in regards to it, 'cause it can rub it the wrong way because sometimes people like folks knowing they got stuff, knowing they doing well. Sometimes they have an indebtedness to you know, make sure they helping other people and stuff like that. But a lot of times folks will be looking at you from the sidelines and just assuming. You ain't saying that. They just like, hey, you got it. You know, you have this and that going on, and be all out of damn pocket. And so that's why we're gonna discuss that from those different angles. Why you count my money?
Your mama said, hey.
What's up, mama? What's going on?
And Mikhail Pitch would say, what's up, coach?
What's up, coach? I called you back, man. I give you a buzz tomorrow. I seen you at call, but I called you back after my meeting. But I'll circle back with you tomorrow, bro. I seen you call. But I appreciate you tuning in. And again, we talking about tonight, you know, why you count my money. We know what's going on right now, lad. What we need deep in right now, where everybody's counting for money.
Tax season.
Yes, sir.
Tax season.
Yes, sir. People counting your money not because necessarily even showing it, just like, well, you got your refund. You got your refund. Folks been plotting since Thanksgiving. When I get my refund, or when you get your refund,
right.
You know what? We're going to shop, and you're going to get the hell out of here. You're going to, you know, start that business and all that kind of stuff.
Your refund back.
Everybody looking, you trying to be methodical with your tax refund. You know,
you trying to buy a new house, you trying to get a new car.
All kind of stuff. And everybody else like, nah, man, we need to go here, we need to do this, you know, live it how we make it, you know,
right.
just party.
Right.
And, you know, they know what you know, you either you let them, they assume, let them know rather, they assume it or whatever, but people counting your money. And we'll have a discussion with that and stuff. Now, again, if you're a top flexer, you want people to know, you want to show this, that, and that, nothing wrong with it. We're probably not talking about you. We're talking about more so from the perspective of, you know, you just being you.
Quiet
not doing, yeah, you know, just living your life.
Mm-hmm.
And people looking at you from, and just saying like, shit, you got it, I should have it.
Right.
We
should share it.
We should share it.
Right.
We should spend it. We should do what the hell we should do with it, right?
Right.
And so a lot of times people share these stresses in regards to dealing with people, but they don't have the right, probably the right pathway to be able to respond with it.
Right.
Because they're worrying about folks' feelings, caught off guard, whatever it is. But, yeah, before I forget, guys, listen, we do have a call-in show, and I do want you guys to call in. The call-in number is 678-740-9894, 678-740-9894. Let me put that in the Instagram real quick. I ain't doing nothing on damn TikTok. Every time I do something on TikTok, they kick me out.
They on the rampage. They kicked Rick out for something today.
Really?
Yeah. So, well, I don't mess with them. Maybe they mad because they finna get banned. Who knows?
Man, all right, man. I've been here a good 5 minutes. Let me stay in now. I'm trying to let me put this on the Instagram. Hold on one second. There we go. Yeah, so guys, feel free to call in. The call in number is 678-740-9894. Again, 678-740-9894. This call in number. So if you had a situation where people been counting your money, they worrying about what the hell you got or what you got going on and what you doing, feel free to call in so we can discuss. Guys, you ain't got to use a real name. You can be Red Rover, Blue Squirrel, whatever the hell you want to be.
Top secret.
There you go.
It could be top
there
secret.
There you go. Feel free to call in. Again, 678-740-9894. I want to hear you guys, any comments you may have in regards to somebody counting your money. From a personal standpoint, man, well, let me ask you a question. You ever had a situation where people done counted your money?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. They were counting all that broke money. They were counting it, and yeah. I've had a situation where when my ex-wife, when I was married, some people in her family thought, we were doing better than we were. We were doing okay, but they were like, well, they were trying to do a family type thing. And they was like, you can put this much money in, and I was like, no, we can't. Like, they were telling us how much money to put in for this family thing. And I was like, I mean, why you counting? Like, how you gonna tell me how much money I can put in? Mm-hmm. Like, well, we know y'all just got a new car. Okay. What that mean? Y'all, especially when we bought the house. Y'all just bought a house. Man, please.
It's tough and it's difficult because a lot of times, you ain't even trying to campaign nothing, but people go left. Well, just with saying certain things that, totally catch you off guard in regards, because you're looking at it, where you working at. Mm-hmm. What, I know you're doing pretty good, with your job and stuff like that. Yeah, you went to college and all this other kind of stuff. You got a degree. I know y'all living right and stuff like that. But you ain't saying shit. You just sitting there just breathing.
Right, look at them like.
Yeah, and for some odd reason, people just making everything applicable to you.
Right.
And you try to figure it out, again, from them assumptions of you working here, you got a job at Delta, you've been at General Motors a couple years and stuff like that, and you may be doing okay. Or you may be doing messed up, because, people don't, a lot of times, you may share your successes with people, but typically the only time you share your failures with people is with people you're close to.
Right.
So the world may know you got a new car because they see it.
Right.
But they don't know about the whole bankruptcy and all that other kind of stuff.
Right,
Because,
before the car.
Yeah, or hell during.
During, right.
You know what I'm saying? But they know that, hey, where you at, where you working at, y'all living okay and stuff. And people just, hey, man, they looking at, hell, the person you with. Mm-hmm. Well, I know your girlfriend got a good job. She a lawyer. Mm-hmm. Your husband, he been working at that place for so long. All kind of stuff going into it. And just like, shit, where the hell is coming from?
Right.
And it's tough. Because, when people saying certain things, you try to process what's their angle.
Well, let me ask you a question, and I guess we'll get to that eventually, but you know me. Do you think in the age of social media, people count people's pockets, count people's money even more now because we posting about it?
Well, to that point, first, more people telling their pocket.
Uh-huh.
Or telling a pocket story.
Uh-huh.
And with that said, so, to answer your question, yes. Uh-huh. Because people are lighting information they probably weren't enlightened to before. Uh-huh. And stuff like that, I never get into, I'm a private person. I mean, I do the show, But I never do anything showing my house or cars or money or anything like that. But and then with that said, I don't knock anybody either. You know, so I don't think nobody's wrong if they've had things go a certain way, they feel good about it. I just got this car, just got this house and stuff like that. I don't think that's wrong with that either. But I do think from a logical standpoint, you got to be realistic. Once you start putting folks in your business and stuff like that, they in it. They in it. And
they going to stay in it.
Yeah, and from that point, man, like, hell, look, man, you know, if folks calling and inquiring and asking and stuff like that, you know, I remember just when I was working at Miss Winters on Bankhead, we had a magnet program in high school, and I working in the bank. So I would go to school in the morning. We had to go leave in the middle of the day to go to do the intern. You know, I just wear a suit.
Okay.
So I went up there to get my little steak, biscuit, cinnamon swirl before I went to school. And I remember the manager grabbed the little, I was going in the back, see my schedule for the weekend. Grabbed the damn little dope. What's going on, Charles? I hope his ass listening.
Right.
Charles on dope, man. He might be about dead now.
Oh, wow.
Dirty ass mother.
Right.
Yes. He said, where you going? I said, shit, I'm going to see what I'm on schedule for this weekend. You don't work here no more. I said, for real? He said, yeah. General manager with Elaine and everything. I give you real names because this shit was true, man.
Right.
I said, Elaine, I called her a day or two later. He said, come on up here. I said, what's up? Why you want to work here? You work at the bank? That's an internship.
Wow. Wow.
I was flabbergasted.
Right.
I mean, this boy, men Winters on Bankhead, right by West Ford.
Uh-huh.
I'm sitting there like, for real? And they were just sitting there like, nah, your ass, you working at a bank and stuff like that. I'm every bit of 16, 17 years old. And they were just like, they looking at it like, you don't need it, whatever. I'm still riding my mama damn Chevette. And they knew I still was working at damn Checkers down the street.
But it's not just asking you.
Yeah, but if you ain't need to ask me, I don't give a shit. And they working, they working at Miss Winters, they grown, but they might be working at the warehouse too.
Right.
That ain't none of my damn business.
And it ain't none of their business where you work.
Yeah,
you work at 6 banks, as long as you keep coming here on time.
Man, I was a kid.
Right.
So I'm just sitting there like, why the hell would you care? And so far too often people do that. Now to your question, which you asked earlier, I remember working in a warehouse. My friend was working at a warehouse over there, Old National, when I first got in the Army. So, we all making, I think 9.5 the hard way. 9.5. Go to Kilroy's after work.
Right.
Get drunk out in the parking lot. It was a perfect job for me being 20, 21 years old. Fresh out of home, man. I would go to Metro at night. And one thing people used to, you see cats come in, income tax time. Everybody might go to, what was the buy here, pay here lot? Jordan.
Oh.
They come in with old sharp cough from Jordan and shit fall apart in about 2 weeks.
Right.
But, people would do certain things, and you might see a guy coming there with a Mercedes. It might ain't been for no buy here, pay here. They just might have got something from the dealership or whatever. But that was one of the first things that, when the people that you work with, folks you work for, everybody see certain things like, well, how you doing this or where they come from and everything. You might not even be trying to telegraph nothing. You just going to work.
Right.
But all of a sudden going there. My grandfather told me when I was younger, man, don't share stuff with people you work for.
Right.
Because again, people will sit there and use that against you with this, that, and that. And sometimes you're not necessarily sharing. Like, you just get your damn new car.
Because you want to.
Because you want to. You tired of one you in, damn falling apart, or, this, that, and that, and you just go get some finance, however it is. But that's your damn prerogative.
Right.
And people will sit there and just, look at it, well, how he do this, how he do that, and everything. And I can say white folks, I can say the people in the damn office, whoever the hell you want to deem me being, they don't give a damn. They were sitting there looking at it like, man, I know I'm paying this damn guy $9.50 an hour.
I'm gonna give you a good flop side of that, a flip flop side of that. The real K-Way say if you post anything good in your life, they'll be watching, but won't help, but won't help you either if you need help.
Absolutely not.
I was talking to Slick today. We were going to the soccer thing, and I was like, a guy came past a nice truck. I mean, this truck real nice, nice rims on it, but he was pulling the trailer. And so I told him one time I was talking to a guy, the guy who I work with on the weekends who we were building houses. He was like, man, we saw a Range Rover truck coming by. Range Rover, with a trailer on it with the lawnmower stuff in it. And so we was like, I won't hire him. We won't hire him because he traveling a Range Rover. So we already know we can't afford him to do the lawn. You get what I'm saying? We don't know this man. He may have won that Range Rover at the casino or anything. But we saw him pulling the Range Rover. We saw him pulling the trailer with the lawnmower stuff on it. All the lawnmower gear. Like 3-4 lawnmowers, weedies, everything. And we said, oh, he is too expensive because he is pulling the trailer with a Range Rover.
With a Range Rover. That's funny. You know, I be thinking the opposite. I was like, man, shit, I know his ass trying to pay that damn high-ass note.
He gonna do it immaculate.
Tearing that damn Range Rover up, pulling a damn trailer.
Uh-huh.
Man, shoot, that's my miss. What's going on? SM, what's going on, Mr. Short Dog?
Jay Pleasant.
Okay, what's happening, Jay Pleasant? I'm probably thinking the opposite, Lab. What the
so?
hell you pulling the damn, using a Range Rover, pulling the damn trailer for? He done went to Jordan.
Right.
He done went to Jordan.
But the first thing jumped in our mind, like, he too expensive. He is pulling a trailer with lawnmower equipment with a Range Rover.
See, that was the guys I work with in the warehouse. And everybody come in with a Range Rover, Benz. And I know, man, that you park the anytime you working in the warehouse, a cat come in the warehouse with a Mercedes or whatever, man, they pop that hood, man, that car got HIV. Man, that's
what?
That car so damn sick. You might pop the hood on that. It's clean on the outside.
Oh, they gonna clean the engine.
Yeah, man, they pop that hood, man, that chitty. You might see a go-kart motor on that hood. Man, shit. Hey, we be in there, cause like I said, all of us getting that little $700-800 check.
Right.
You know. And again, the trigger go, man, how the hell you pay for that? You know what I'm saying? We all in that, hey, like I said, 9 the hard way. 9 the hard way.
Right.
Woo, boy.
Right.
And you see a cat coming out, and it's just natural. Like, man, how the hell you do that? Because again, we all got shared stresses. We ain't making no damn money.
We all making just about the same amount.
And here, I'm saying we because, hell, I'm not oblivious to that, too.
Right.
So when you see people doing certain things, you like, shit, I know he doing what I'm doing. How the hell you doing it?
Right.
And it may not even be, sometimes it be jealousy, sometimes it be just an innocent inquiry. Or you just like, shit, I'm kind of like, hell, I ain't hating, but, bro, what you doing, man?
Right. I'm trying to get where
put me on,
right.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm trying to get where you at.
And you might get an answer you don't want it downhill.
I got this package.
We do this caper. You know, you got a ski mask or something.
Right. I've been looking for a third. How well you drive.
You know, but that's nothing uncommon. You know, unfortunately, sometimes it can be taken all out of context and stuff like that. But people can ask.
Mm-hmm.
But again, I'm not saying it's right for people to ask certain questions, but again, shoot, man, it happens. Especially lifestyle changes, and people kind of know how you're going about your life. You know what I'm saying? We're doing again tonight. We're talking about asking the question, why you count my money? This is the Dollar Hour. I am Deontay Burton, aka Mr. Short Dollar himself. Guys, listen. If you had a situation where you just maybe done something different in your life. You acquired a new asset, car, i.e. car, house, start going on trips or vacations and stuff like that. Something maybe against the grain from probably what normally your family and friends, people close to you normally do. And you feel like people just asking like, hey man, where did it come from? Or you got this, you should do that, you should help us do that. Any kind of situation where you feel like people are counting your money, feel free to call in. 678-740-9894. Again, 678-740-9894. And like we said, the whole point of just the whole lifestyle change. Like, God forbid, you've been sitting there putting in work and you proud of yourself. The last thing you're thinking about is showing other people or talking.
Right.
But you've been putting in work, you've been saving, working on your credit, Y'all done closed and got your house. You cool, you happy as hell.
Good.
The last damn thing you worried about, even concerned about, is other people.
Right.
But now all of a sudden, people coming over your house, they don't get you. Ever know when people come to your house and they like happy,
right?
But then people come to your house like down there like they the damn appraisal.
I see your little house.
Yeah. They come in and they, why they do it this color?
Right.
Why they do it that?
Oh, yeah.
Shit.
Why you get the stairs on the left side, not the right side?
Yeah, you didn't want a bigger yard. I thought y'all get some room for the kids to play, you know?
You tell me how you feel about that when you go back to your apartment.
Yeah. But even like, just say they can have a house. Hell, even have a house bigger than yours. It's just, you just like, where the hell is this coming from?
Right.
And, you just have done things differently. Man, you go into the year like, man, we're going to do some family vacation. We're going to trip. And you've spent the previous year saving, putting things in place and whatever. Now we doing trips. You and your significant other doing certain things. And it ain't a flex bone in you.
Right.
You just sharing it. But now everybody like, hey man, what going on? If you got it. And now things like you said now, hey, we finna do a family investment thing. All us gonna contribute 10%. I see y'all doing all right. How about y'all contribute 30%? Like, whoa. That ain't no damn ad. How the hell we get 30%? We gotta put in and you put in 10. Well, hey, you doing this, you doing that. Well, I think it makes sense. And now things get all kind of distorted.
Right.
And I'm saying this because this is not that uncommon. A lot of times when people don't feel like you stressing to do certain things, they feel comfortable for whatever crazy ass damn reason that you should do more. Or you don't have, you
got it.
Yeah, you got it. There you go. You got it. You ain't heard for shit.
Right. But why you can't do it? Why I got to do it? You the one got it all.
They ain't even taking consideration of anything. You just living. That's the thing about it. I mean, I even know myself personally, I've never been the type of person to, and again, let me get a disclaimer, I don't say what's right or wrong, but I've never been the type of person to verbally state if I'm going through some shit or not. Some people like, Lord, y'all pray for me. I got to get this, I got to do that. Well, I mean, I usually keep it to myself. Not that I keep it to myself like it's going to disappear, but I just work on it, and I just way I handle certain things. Not saying my way is the right way, but a lot of times, because you don't state that you're going through some stuff, you have shortcomings, people just go left. You got it, you ain't tripping, you ain't complaining. I don't ever hear you saying, this. I just ain't saying it.
One time, when Slick used to go get, she used to go get,
This is the dollar. This is Deontay Burton. Who am I speaking with?
This is Nicole.
What's going on, Nicole? What's going on? Now, did you have a instance where people counted your money?
Yes, actually, I do.
Okay. Not have, but I do.
Well, actually, it's past tense. I did.
No,
so
okay.
I remember switching jobs one time, and I took like a $12 pay cut. And I'll never forget pulling up in the parking lot at the same time as the HR lady. And as soon as I got out of my car, this lady looked at me and she said, "Oh, I need to figure out how much we paying you." She's like, "That's nice. You had a nice vehicle."
Okay.
So I had to let her know because I felt like she was counting my money then. But it's like, you know how much you paying me because you the one hiring me, right?
How did you feel once that question, like going forward, like the question been asked and everything, and you might have that out of pocket, feeling when it hit. Well, I want to assume. How did you feel like, okay, when that was asked you, like, how much you paying me, regardless of what I'm riding in? How did you feel at that point?
I was insulted.
And going forward, were you okay with going forward with that, or did you just feel some type of way the rest of the time, or you just like maybe they?
No, I was okay. I said what I had to say, and I kept it moving.
Okay. Have you ever had that? Now, have you ever had, with that said, not necessarily you can verbalize it where you say that, hey, how the hell they was able to do it? Like I was just saying, when I was working in a warehouse, and I know all us making $9, some might be making $9.75, or you might got somebody that was really, creme de la creme, they were making $10 an hour. And
right.
But you see somebody roll in and stuff like that, and they just come in. Now again, they been chitty bang banging the whole time, like the rest of us. Have you ever had a moment where you like, damn man, what the hell they doing? How the hell you get there? Have you ever had a moment where we human? Have you ever had a moment where you kind of had that reception?
I have. Yeah, I have.
Did you ask?
I sure did.
Hating ass. I got you. Well, that's cool. And I think a lot of times we all have had them kind of moments Well, you know, it don't even necessarily be hate. It just kind of catches off guard. Even when somebody approaches us, like, "Hey, man, how the hell you do this, that?" You know, you don't know how to respond. If it's somebody you know, you might be like, okay, they might be speaking out of love. It might be an innocent inquiry.
Right.
But you be like, sometimes you like, man, I don't know this MF. Why you asking me?
Right.
Right.
You know, doing that kind of stuff. Because like you say, you come to a new job with doing it. You don't know, like, hey, man, y'all need to watch this person. They might be stealing shit. You know, we're doing that. I remember when I had probably my second job in corporate America. I never forget, man. I had the admin, the executive assistant. She was in there. She's an older white lady. I asked for evening access card. Never forget. And she was just looked at me crazy and stuff. And I'm an accountant, so it wasn't that uncommon for me to work late or whatever. And I remember I was at a photocopy later that day. She came to me. She said, "You know, we hire people. We put a lot into integrity. We're not really, you know, we're very funny about people stealing and doing certain things."
Oh, wow.
Wow.
You know, this unpolished, ignorant ass poochie. What the hell did that mean? No. I said, what the hell? You know, and I'm pressing in and stuff. Just felt that, number one, felt that they're uncomfortable to say that shit to me. And then second of all, you sitting there like, what the hell are y'all thinking?
Right.
You know, we're doing this stuff. And it wasn't nothing innocent or anything like that. But, you know, but in her mind, she might have been thinking that. She didn't. Once I started barking, she went into, defensive white lady syndrome. That's not what it means. That's no. Well, I can talk to the, no, you know, because I'm you know, Poochie done came out and shit. But, you know, it's easy to feel some type of way about that. Well, Nicole, I appreciate you sharing your experience with that in regards to
You're
that, okay?
welcome.
You take care of yourself now.
Thank you. You too.
Okay, guys, remember to call in number 678-740-9894. Again, 678-740-9894. If you had an experience where somebody was counting your money, you doing your thing, you ain't bothering nobody, you ain't saying nothing to nobody, but folks were sitting there just, something got thrown your way. Handled you different, spoke to you wrong way. Share the experience with us. Again, 678-740-9894. Larry, that was funny, man. She damn sure came in there. She said she put her hand out. We take certain things serious with that. I'm like, man, what the hell?
Got to do with the project.
Yeah, and I'm just sitting there like, my little black ass scared job. He just happy. I got me a little job.
Right.
I done campaign like hell.
Right.
Me still lay a damn thing on my damn mind.
Right.
I'm glad to have a damn job. And, this.
Yeah, that's why I avoid that. I try to avoid that.
All that nigga came out of me. I was just sitting there like, man, what the hell you talking about? But I can. That's how I can know. Sometimes we can just go from 0 to 100, just like that. With doing it. Shout out to YouTube, man, for removing all the 5 language restrictions. Never really could talk.
Right.
that was big for Cleveland.
We get off topic, but who cares? How could they do that to you when TV cussing like you don't know what?
I've been here my bad for damn near 5 years.
Right.
Yeah, what is it? Hey, guys, again, call in if you had a situation where somebody was counting your money, you don't feel like it was right. 678-740-9894. But that whole thing, and you account that a lot with that lifestyle aspect. A lot of times, like I said, I've had situations where things might have been tough for me in life, and because I didn't talk about it or complain about it publicly, I just put my face in the dirt and make it happen. Yeah. And sometimes because people don't sit there and say that and ask you that, or see you sit there and complain about it, they feel you okay. And I'm gonna keep it real, man. I get a lot of calls, and I don't mind. Anybody know me, man. I'm a selfless person. I help anybody. I'm out here. Anybody know me, know how I am. We're doing it, but I do be having a problem when I gotta keep damn telling your ass.
Right.
No. No, and if you looking at this show and I did this shit before, I'm talking to you, whoever it is. Right. But a lot of times, you tell folk, man, hey, I ain't got it.
Right.
Man, look, and then a day later, Man, just give me this, just give me this. Man, come on, man. You know I love you, dog. Why do you keep asking me that kind of stuff? Because you're not camp. You know, I just need this, I need that. I'm not. How the hell you know I don't need that?
Right.
How don't you know I need anything?
Right.
Because I ain't saying that and stuff like that. And that really has shit like that bother me.
Yeah, as it should.
You know, but I will say this. The person they ask you, they don't give a damn.
No.
They don't give a damn because, like I said, 40, oh, man, you know what, my bad, man. You right. I don't know what you got going on, this, that, and that. 48 hours later.
Same thing.
Hey, man, shit, man. You good, man. We over here, this, that, and that. Like you ain't said a damn thing to them.
Yeah, your issues don't necessarily mean that much when somebody else's issue, when their issues is more prevalent, and that seems to be all the time. But I was saying the story about when Slick used to get tattoos. She used to go get tattoos a while back. And so she went to get tattoos, and she was asking somebody else was in there. I think one of her friends was there asking the guy about tattoos. He was telling him one price, telling the other girl one price. And then Slick was like, well, why you charge me this? And he was like, well, you got them nice purses, so I just thought you had it. She said, what?
Well, keeping it real go wrong.
Right.
That's why I say sometimes we have these questions, but we want to be ready for them damn responses.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Did this MF just really say this for
Right.
real? Yeah, they
The
is.
shock on her face and told it all. I ain't asked no questions.
Yeah,
Right.
you know, and unfortunately, how it is.
Mm-hmm.
And man, it's tough, man, because it's like you be so focused on making, you know, and again, you got people out here, they gonna see me, they gonna do this, they gonna, you know, see me now, watch what I got. Cool. And again, I've seen that, you know, you seen somebody in high school, from high school, they post and they doing this and doing that, and they feel good about themselves, you know, great.
Mm-hmm.
Great. I mean, that ain't doing shit for me. You know, if you're doing good or you're doing bad, cool. If you're enjoying your life, you work hard to progress yourself, great. Outstanding. And some people do it to flex or whatever. Great. That's what you want to do. It make you feel better about yourself, good. You know me, I ain't never had no problem with that shit. As long as you don't impose, affect somebody else. You know what I'm saying? That's just how people get down. But a lot of times when you just genuinely focus on just being happy, you know, you on a cruise, this, that, and that, you doing that, enjoying your family, people look at it like, think you this, that, and that, and you get them calls and stuff like that. Like I said, I have no problem. Let me say this. I have no problem with people reaching out to me for help.
Right.
Like I say again, I don't mind people utilizing me. I just don't want you using me.
Right.
That's the thing
Where
about
does that line draw? Like, where does that line draw? I guess everybody has their line in the sand of where they feel like you're being used when people constantly ask you for things. And it gets that way with your children too, don't it? Like it can get that way with your children.
It can get that way with your children. I think to answer your question, where the line is drawn where you draw the line. Some folk can't say no. Some folk can. Some folk don't want to do nothing. Some folks, you know, maybe have strike one, strike two, strike three, out. It's self-determined.
Right.
So, you know, again, I can't tell anybody because some folks just have a spirit. Some folks just don't know how to tell people no. Some people just, you know, really just get themselves pounded. You got to determine that. Because there's no reason for me to be campaigning like, man, you need to stop using Lab and getting over on Lab and shit like that. And Lab don't give a damn, man. It's cool. I said it ain't no problem.
Right.
Shut the yeah,
right.
You know, he cool. You like it, I love it.
Myself in that business.
There you go. But when you know, for yourself, I think what really people need to be honest. I mean, I just get hypothetical. If helping people hurts you or can hurt your family, you know what I'm saying? Like I did the video that time. Never loan out what you can't afford to lose. You know what I'm saying? You know you got to pay your mortgage. You loan this money to this guy, and because people ask you for money knowing they can't pay you back.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I had plenty of time people ask to borrow, and I said, get the verb together. That you have. If you know you can't pay me back, just say, let me have.
Right.
Yeah. You borrow me, you have intentions, you're going to pay me back.
Right.
You know, when you just know you ain't going to pay me back. And here's the deal, too. A lot of times, you know that this person don't have the capacity to pay you back. And that from that point, you can make a damn decision. Not you hope, not you pray, not you think, not they say it. You know they ain't got the capacity to pay you back. You know what I'm saying? They actually borrow you to pay the other person.
that they borrowed from last
Yeah, they
week.
borrowed from last week.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Then gonna go to a new person
To borrow
to pay you back and all
Right.
this stuff. You know that, so you gotta sit. It gotta be self-determined, cause you can't look, man. I can't look. My family stay here, so I can't get in. I gotta pay my mortgage.
Right. Right.
I love you, but I can't do that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And people gotta be smart enough, strong enough, whatever damn word you want to use, to be able to say no with that. But that's your own line.
Right.
To draw that.
Slick say people will use you so you dim your light at times. I guess wear you out so your light get dimmed.
Yeah, and that's unfortunate.
Right.
That's unfortunate. A lot of times people can hate you being happy
Uh-huh.
or being cool or being successful or whatever this, that, and that. You just be so stuck in euphoria that you happy in life. You don't know who hating your ass.
People want their misery to have company, right?
Yeah.
They want their misery to have company, so they do what they can to make you miserable, or try to anyway, because they miserable.
Yeah, and it's hard to see that when you in a good space in life and you happy.
Yeah, and I think the other problem with that is like they just negative all the time.
Yeah,
Negative. Everything comes to them out negative. Well, I saw a video. Dang, what's that comedian name? Short one. What's his name?
You know, he ain't really help Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart.
Okay.
Kevin Hart said he has a brother.
Uh-huh.
His brother real negative. He told his brother, "Hey, I'm gonna build a house. I'm gonna buy some land. I'm gonna build a house." His brother said, "Hey, good luck. You ain't got no experience." He's like, "Hey, I'm not gonna build a house. I'm gonna pay somebody to build a house." He's like, "Well, hope you can." What do you say? Hope you can trust him. Yeah. Everything he said was negative. Like, what's going on? Like, no happiness was in there. It was all negative.
But that's how my ex-father-in-law was. You know, anytime I come up with a bright idea or just an inquiry or thing, just talking, you know, it was just always some kind of thing. Well, I know somebody do this, and just, damn, man, you know, you really just probably just sharing something. Mm-hmm. You might not even be moving on, but just seem like some way they want to just piss on your campaign. Mm-hmm. No matter what it was, it's just like, you know, my ex-father-in-law was like that. Nothing encouraging, nothing, you know, even insightful to say, hey, bro, you know, it's cool doing that. You know, hey, mm-hmm. I know a couple people you can call this guy. Maybe he can put you on or help you out with this. Nothing like that, but it's always just something with that. And I can't put a finger on people like that. I can't, you know what I'm saying? That was somebody I dealt with 20 damn years, you know. I can look at it now, I think you damn see now. Mm-hmm. But you'll never be able to understand folks like that. Because like I said, when you come from your heart ain't effed up, and you kind of like a good person, you'll never really understand effed up people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And you shouldn't try.
No. It's kind of like, you know,
it'll drain you.
Yeah, you remember when I was going through my divorce, man, and you just, a lot of times you be like, this don't make no damn sense. Why this, that, and that? Right. And you try to make logic out of the illogical. Mm-hmm. And you can't do that. You don't need to, like you said, you don't need to spend no time dealing with that. Mm-hmm. And why people feel the need or whatever to figure out what you're doing and how you got what you got, you ain't process. You try to make the best you possible. Mm-hmm. You just happy. You happy.
Right.
Because a lot of times when we done went through bullshit and stresses in life, we just so glad to like, man, damn boy, I remember we ain't had number one TV. Damn, man, I remember we were struck by a car. Man, I'm talking about, like, you know, I was just thinking earlier, like, you know, that check poochie, like, you know, something go on with my car, you got to call the repair guy. Man, well, let me get this fixed this week, and then when I get my next check, I might be out of my car for about a damn month because I can't even afford the repairs, and I'm going to pay on it this week and give you that whole time they hold your car. When you get past that kind of shit, well, you ain't got to sit here, you know, like, damn, hey, bro, swipe it, or hey, do this, that, and that. You really feel good about your progression and everything. Mm-hmm. And you got this other person, like, just, miserable, and just like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
I remember when Six said when she bought her house, she let someone see it, and they said, yeah, I see your little house. I like your little house. But it was an accomplishment for her. I was real proud of her because she did it on her own time, her own money, and all that. But yeah, that part.
That was the roughest thing before I, you know, dealing with property managers, and I used to walk my houses with potential tenant, and nobody's obligated to rent your house. But you know, you proud of your house. If they don't like it, they don't like it. But why is it this color? Why you ain't got that? You sitting there like you trying to keep your shit together.
Right.
Showing this person this damn house, and they just got all this. Oh hell no! They ain't got this and they ain't got that. Man, I used to be so fucking happy. She was so happy to get them folks the hell out of. You know what I'm saying? But that just used to cut me deep because like it's so hard to have something.
Right.
Everybody, you know, for the most part, you've had a house, you've had a car, this, that. But what's the hardest part? Keeping it. And when you got something, man, you feel so good about it. And when somebody say something to you, it's hard to just not feel that jab.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's hard to not do that.
And we talking about counting your pockets, going back to your house, and you think about how when you rent your house out and you don't get your rent, and they think, oh, he a landlord, he got it. I ain't gonna pay him this month because he got it. He renting this house. This ain't even his main. This is not even his main residence. He rented me his second house, so he got it. He can afford this. Not knowing you still got a mortgage on, you still got to pay taxes on, you still got to get the repairs done on it. But they count your pockets because you are the landlord. You get what I'm saying? So they just assume you got 5, 6 more houses. You can afford not to, get this rent this month.
And they ask them kind of questions like, well, do you got a house here? No, I ain't got a house here. I got a house over there, but it's rented and maybe open this, that, and that. So you ain't even think, you just having like a conversation. But now they know you got other stuff going on.
Right.
Like to your point, they'll scope you out. Now you sitting there like, no, that wasn't that wasn't for damn intel. I still want my damn money.
Right.
But people don't give a damn.
They don't.
They don't give a damn about, hey, like when people going through stuff, they get very tunnel vision. And the people that you deal with, that you can continue to do business with, it hurt them when they can't meet the obligation that they struck with you. But man, I borrowed that month for lab shit, man. I gotta pay this man back.
Right.
But some folks like, man, I had to take care of my wife, this, that, and that. What about my wife's stuff?
Right.
What about that? I got obligations. You took away from that because I'm helping you.
Right.
But they don't look at it like that. Your stuff is after what they got to take care of. And sometimes it's just be a education for you knowing not to deal with them no more. I did that video about a friend of mine that paid me some money. And people going ballistic with the different angles.
Scenarios.
Yeah, hey man, maybe do this and do that and all that kind of stuff. And you live and learn. You live and learn and stuff like that. But it's very, very tough. Again, tonight show we're discussing why you counting my money. We're streaming live on my Mr. Short Dollar right now, but also got my other YouTube channel, Change Your Life, hosted by yours truly, Deontay Burton as well. And we're discussing this in regards to just as we evolve as an individual. We try to go through progressions in life. We start off here, we want to be there and everything. Now, that where we want to be, it may be just, look, I just want to take care of my family, go to bed, retire, whatever, do that. Or some people are like, I want to be the mogul, I want to be Jason. Whatever you want to do, there's nothing wrong with it. But as you do certain things, people can be looking and just assuming.
Right.
Assuming certain things. And there's nothing wrong with people assuming. It's when people make assumptions and it has some kind of way, a negative impact come back to you. They want to borrow all this, they want to talk about all that, they want to move different with you and everything like that. Like, damn, man, what's going on? I thought we were supposed to do that. People change up a lot.
Right.
And you ain't did shit but just work.
Right.
You ain't did nothing.
You might like dressing nice. You know what I'm saying? And the way you make yourself feel good from a hard day's work is getting dressed and dressing nice. You might not have a dime in your pocket, but you like dressing nice. But let's just say me, because I see you dress nice, I'm assume you got it. Oh, look how nice he dressed. He gotta have some. Then, if we go out somewhere, you might have enough to get you in and do your thing. But I'm gonna assume you, man, look how nice he dressed.
He ain't hurting at all.
He ain't hurting at all. He gonna get all us in. You know what I'm saying? They're not even thinking about what you may have gone through, nobody seems to, when people count your pockets and worry about your money, they don't think about the stresses that they're going through, which may be some of the stresses that you're going through.
Yeah, they don't give a damn though.
Right.
They don't give a damn. They don't give a damn about it. And see what happens a lot of times, Lab, when people behave a certain way, when they count your pockets and stuff like that, the residual will be you ain't dealing with them no more. And now you done damaged the relationship, that you had because like you sitting there like, hey, I ain't got to deal with this person no more.
Right.
Especially when people know that you got like an internal obligation with them. And that's my partner, man. Shit, that's my dog. I love them to death. Man, I don't like them see them doing bad. They doing bad, and just say you're not looking at it doing bad because they got laid off, they got sick or something like that. They doing bad because of their decisions.
Right.
Poor decision making.
Right.
And people will know, like, okay, look, you're going to be that safety net for them because I hang with you. Like, damn, man, I that's my dog, man. We go to the bar, have a good time. We go to party, hang out. And now because you got this thing on, we can't go hang out. Man, I'm going to help you out with it. Because people may like, man, I don't want, if I'm doing good, I can't even really enjoy this stuff because I enjoy having you with me.
Right.
And people play on that. You know what I'm saying? Hey, for real though. If you had a situation like that, guys, feel free to call in 678-740-9894. I know this ain't no damn Nicole was the only damn person that had this happen to him in their life. Call in, guys, 678-740.
Use your alias.
Yeah. Red Rover.
Use your alias.
678-740-9894. But that thing, man, when you feel like, okay, it's that like survivor's remorse. I've sat down and I've done well in life and stuff like that, and most of my family members or friends ain't doing what I'm doing and stuff but again, I love us congregating and hanging and stuff. Everybody can't do certain stuff, but man, I want to go hang out. Man, don't worry about y'all. I pay for it.
I got you.
And then after a while, this shit turned like it's damn, like you the damn neighborhood sponsor.
Right.
Like, damn, I mean, I got it last time, but I got to get it this time. And everybody
taking turns on this?
Yeah. Who you going to buy the bob? Who you going to treat? No hell.
We taking turns, tag.
Yeah, but it seems like, damn, you still can't do it.
Right.
Come on, dog. You know what I'm saying? And that's when sometimes relationships get strained. Because, again, your heart, you want to, do that, but it's just, like I said, it's just something you like, damn, man, I guess I hit my 10,000 steps for the day.
I think, and that's tugging on your heartstrings and your attachment and commitment to a person is another thing. Like when I was saying about our children, your children do that. I have that issue sometimes with my children. They call me when they need something, but I'm like, man, y'all don't even call me to see how I'm doing. Like, I'm 53 years old. I might just want to get a call and say, hey, what's up, Dad? How you doing? Just once or twice. Not, hey, Dad, can you? And the next, how you doing and can you? Or how you doing and can you? How's things going and can you?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even though they're my children, and that part there, it tugs on your heartstrings because you want your children not to struggle. You want and then if you don't do it, then you worry about, well, dang, what they doing or what's gonna happen or are they gonna get? You know what I'm saying? It's just. It starts stressing on you more than if you would just did it.
Well, you start handling like you handle the bill collector and shit like, man, shit, I called them back tomorrow. I deal with that later. And you never want to get that way with people you love and care about.
Right.
Like, shit, because it ain't going to be no, hey, man, how you doing, man? You doing, this, that, and you want to be like some genuine stuff. But now you sit there looking like, man, I ain't watching this damn phone. I know they ask for some shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Or when you do ask for it, you be like, what's wrong?
Yeah. Cause you ain't never came out, hey man, how you doing, man?
Right.
You doing okay? This, that. It's just like a genuine checking on you and stuff like that.
It's always a problem when something comes through. Slick said when people owe you, but you see them posting, new car, but they owe you money.
Shit, boy. Hey, that were them girls in that salon.
Right.
Hey, I can't pay for this week, but then they doing it like, hey, boy, hell, you need to pay your damn booth rent.
Lovely Miss Renita, I'm sorry if I got your name wrong, says exactly, never call only when they want something.
And it's tough.
Right.
It's tough. And like I said, when you call, you get to that point, this is a person you used to care about, genuine concern about them, and now all of a sudden, like, man, you screen that call like they the cable car.
Right. Like they're a bill collector.
Man, I ain't want to even talk to them. I talk to them every week when I get the money. You legit like, hey man, what's happening? This day, everything changed, and you don't want to get it to happen, especially people you care about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Especially when you love them.
Yeah.
You generally care about how they doing.
Yeah, and that rub you wrong way because now the thing that you were proud about, that success you talking about, you still can't enjoy it because you want people to be proud of you.
Or you want to hide it.
Yeah.
You want to hide the success because you like, man, if I tell somebody about this,
it will come along with it.
Right. If I tell, I have a job making, 50,000, but I got this new job now, I'm making 100,000. They was already weighing you out at the 50. You know what I'm saying? Like, I done got a promotion, blah, blah, blah. You don't want to tell them about the success. You don't want to. It just, because what comes along with that success and you being proud of yourself and want somebody to be proud with you is a whole different, another animal.
That's ugly, ain't it?
Yeah.
That's ugly. That's ugly. Again, guys, tonight's show we're talking about why you count my money. And this is the Dollar Hour. I am Deontay Burton, a.k.a. Mr. Short Dollar himself. We stream live on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, and Twitter. The main hub is the Mr. Short Dollar YouTube channel, where we got over 600 videos discussing personal finance, business, entrepreneurship, and investing. The main hub is that YouTube channel. So wherever platform you're looking at, please go to Mr. Short Dollar on YouTube and take advantage, subscribe to the channel, and take advantage of all the great information that we have on the YouTube channel. Kind of going full circle with everything. What one of the things that came to my mind, what even just talking about this subject tonight was, from a business perspective. Just being a business owner and entrepreneurship. A lot of times, there are things that people can tell you. Well, hey, you can get certain things in place and they'll work. And theoretically, it will work. You sell so many of these, you pay for this and all that kind of stuff. You make so many profit, bring so many people to work for you, and they can do this. And when you're doing the X's and O's and writing stuff down, it does work. Well, people forget a lot of times the human aspect of it.
Mm-hmm.
You got people calling in, people get pregnant, people get tired, people leave, quit your job, whatever. But most importantly, a lot of time when people are working for you, and this is for entrepreneurs, people in business, people start counting your damn money, how much money you working.
Mm-hmm.
And you could be so fair. And I want to really have this conversation with a lot of entrepreneurs, people that's in business, is that, and I've been through this before, guys, where, you fail. You paying folks and all this other kind of stuff. And you seen it recently, a couple years back, everybody was campaigning for what? A living wage.
Mm-hmm.
And what's happened now with the living wages, you had a lot of states that did increase the minimum wage, but also had a lot of companies did what? Invest in AI, robotics, and all other kind of stuff. So, okay, we're going to pay you some more money. But what's happening now? We got massive layoffs going on.
Right.
Massive layoffs because, again, what I used to have, needed 10 people to do, now I got 5.
Mm-hmm.
I paid y'all a little bit more money, but I got a machine to do what 5 other people were doing.
Mm-hmm.
I invested in more computer systems. I got, kiosks and I got kiosks and robots and McDonald's and Applebee's and all this other kind of stuff. Slowly but surely, I'm getting rid of these folks because I ain't got to worry about your child daycare. I ain't got to worry about your health insurance and all this other kind of stuff. But then, just being a business owner, you got this trucking company, you paying the guy right. Now, all of a sudden, like, shit, I'm sitting there, the person sitting there looking at it like, I can go, they making $4,000-$5,000 a week driving truck, I can make that.
Mm-hmm.
But when you looking at it from an employee standpoint, it's not to trip on nobody, but we're talking about it, people counting your money. It's 2 vantage points. You have the owner vantage point where they looking at it, then you got the employee vantage point. The employee looking at the money coming in.
Mm-hmm.
The owner looks at how much money they got put out to make the money come in.
Right.
I gotta hire people. I gotta pay for insurance. I gotta pay for Google Ads. I gotta pay rent and all this other kind of stuff, and sell things at a certain price and sell so many of them so I can pay the people that work for me and pay those overhead costs. That's how the owner look at it.
Right.
So in essence, you looking at he making $5,000, but in reality, he may be only bringing home a couple $100 after everything paid. Right.
Right.
And people that's working in there, they don't see that. They just see the kind of money that's spent.
Right.
And a lot of times, when you're doing, even when you fail with people, and I just want to have this conversation with entrepreneurs and business owners, you need to be mentally prepared for people quitting and leaving your ass for whatever reason. Because that shit happens all the time. You've actually set stuff in place. You being fair, you paying people right, everything in place. But again, they looking at what's coming in. There's so many times, I do a lot of research, especially when I see like our main customer base are transportation companies, folk got trucking companies, security, assisted living, nursing homes and stuff like that. And these are actual businesses where people can, it's not that difficult to get them started. Like you can get the capital, get you a truck, or get you a couple contracts or whatever here and now. But what people still go back to, the cost
Right.
to do the
Cost.
business. That's what a lot of times people, when they get in the business, they don't look at. They look at what they can make. They don't look at what they got to spend to make that, or or what's left after you've done the spending. You're looking at what's coming in, and that's why when we're talking about why you count my money. I've had this shit all the time. Tax business. I mean, like I said, I started off, man. This damn tax thing. We had 50. We had 20 people working now because people don't. It ain't what people thought. A lot of people that was making money me over the year, and this happens every year.
Right.
So I'm not tripping on it, and I have no problem whatsoever with people stepping out want to do their own thing. No problem whatsoever, you know, and everything. But I always say at the end of the day, people forget the secret ingredients. Everybody ain't pooching.
Right.
Take it how you want to take it.
Right. Exactly.
You know? And there are things that, you know, me and you talk about this. What were we, year 6 of the radio station? How many people done left? They go get their own red table.
Right.
They go do this, that, and that. But they ain't laugh.
You
know, they ain't laugh.
They ain't slick.
They ain't slick. They ain't mixed. They ain't mixed with And now you sitting there like, damn, you know, it
how
ain't
they
working.
do all that shit?
And it happens all the time. You sitting there like, hey man, you know, I ain't know it's gonna be all this or whatever. I know.
Right.
I know.
Right. You are exactly right.
And far too often, it come from a standpoint. If somebody would have asked you, man, okay, I can kind of help you weigh out, you know, basic stuff. You know, you may not share all your stuff, but the essence you can just kick with a person. But people looking at the traffic you got coming in and what you doing, they'll just go on that assumption. Shit, I can do that. Why I'm doing that and stuff like that?
When I'm going to him and paying him, and I don't charge a lot, paying him to do that, I can
do that my damn self.
I can do it just like he doing.
And no hell you can't.
No, you can't.
No hell you can't. No hell you can't.
You can't do it like me. Like you ain't Poochie at the taxi. You ain't laughing in this live streaming radio cast that we got going on.
and let me say this: that's not an insult,
right?
But there are things, you know. Again, and I think everybody can do things. Everybody can do. I can put a motor in the car. I can build a house. This, that, and that. That shit may take me forever, but I can do it. You know, if I have to do it. But I can't do it like you because you're so skilled at it. You can put that motor in a couple hours. You're so skilled that you can build that house in a day or two.
Right.
But that shit might take me a whole damn winter. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying that.
Well, Lab had this house up by winter.
Yeah. But people look at it with that and stuff like that, and again, they just like, what? I don't feel like I should pay these particular people. You know what I'm saying? And I had to learn a lot of times. You know, I remember when I first got my salon, and I was just in there trying to just do everything. Paint this and sweep this and buff this, and the shit looked just like I did it too. Just shit.
It looked like you did.
That shit looked like I did it.
Right.
Yeah, boy. It looked just like I did it, man. And everybody ain't cool with it.
Right.
Everybody ain't cool with that, ball. And when I say everybody cool about it, you know, the underlying your end customer, like, nah, dog, if you so stuck on you trying to get all the money.
Right.
At the end of the day, if it make $5, you come home 1 or 2 as the owner, shit, you winning. But a lot of time, people that's working with you, they just see that $5 coming in and feel like, no, I'm making this person money.
Right.
You ain't making me shit. You making yourself money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You make yourself money. I'm helping you to make money.
Right.
And at the end of the day, I'm getting less than you because, you know, in business, most of the time, if it's a big successful business, the owner making the least amount of damn money.
He footing all the bills.
Exactly.
Right.
You assuming all the damn risk.
How
many people sit there, you know, hell, you in the, you know, dealing with the music industry, people want to step out and all that kind of stuff. They not understanding the actual what's fronted on the front end. And that's why a lot of time people don't last in them industries because, again, they spend more time watching people and counting other people's money instead of listening and learning so they can eventually step out on their own, but they just see on that front end, like, all the kind of money, I should get this. Like, no, man, for you to get that, there was a lot of money invested and spent for you to do that, and it's every business. And I just really want to share that with entrepreneurs because far too often you be in a situation where you're going to have to come and put in all them costs, and the people that are working with you or for you, they're not going to look at it like that. And a lot of times, that's probably the reason, and again, this is not no slight at nobody, that's why they're working for you. Because they lens ain't made for that.
You got that wide lens.
Yeah, exactly. They got tunnel vision. Stay in your lane.
Right.
Stay in your lane. And again, I know my lane. That's some things Poochie ain't got no damn business doing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I'm telling you, man, I've been dealing with them years ago, me and my boy trying to fix some stuff at around the house, laying in piss and water, trying to fix this damn plumbing. Piss and water, we all wet, nasty. I broke down, called the plumber. 5 minutes.
Done.
Do. I ain't measuring, I ain't lining nothing up.
Y'all been down there all day.
Shit. Every damn thing you can imagine, the land is got on us.
Well, but you've said that on this show before. You know, pay for the professionals who know what to do.
Yeah,
you know, if you're in business, go ahead and spend that money on that CPA or that attorney that's gonna help you stay out of trouble. You know, you say that all the time on here.
Because you can't get time back.
Right.
And at the end of the day, you sitting there like your time so precious to you know what money you can make. The gentleman that been cutting my yard, shout out to Hardy Blash, man. Hardy been doing my yard for over 10, man, hell longer than that, man. You know, anybody can look him up on Facebook. Hardy has been faithful lawn guy. I know Hardy doing well in business, because conversation we done had. But at the end of the day, and I know he charged different rates, the amount of money he charged me to do my yard, they in and out in 30 minutes. I know what I charged for my time.
Right.
Why would I wait? I know that I'm going to spend 4 or 5 times. Like they was in my yard 20 damn minutes.
Right.
Cut, blow, boom, gone. Why the hell would I sit there and go buy a blower, buy a lawnmower, buy a trimmer, thinking in my ignorant mind that I'm going to save some money. So I'm $3,000 in with equipment, right? That when it's going to take me damn near a year, this money that I'm saving to get back, plus the time I'm losing when I can be out here making more money. I'm making way more money doing what I do than what I pay this man to do my yard.
Right.
So I'm losing my time, I'm losing my money, I ain't gonna never get it back because in my ignorant ass mind, I'm saving money.
Right.
No, the hell you ain't. No, the hell you ain't.
Right.
You know how many times I had the conversation with people? Because folks counting money, I'm spending this, he making this, he doing that. And even probably be some guys that might be working for him. Well, we getting this for this yard, I can do it. But they not looking at it like, look, man, because what we call it, in business economy of scale, we actually, because you got so many things going at the actual cost observed, because you got different things going on. You able to see that, scale it out with everything. A lot of times people don't see that because that ain't your vantage point. That's not knocking nobody.
Right.
But that ain't your lane.
Yeah.
That ain't your lane. Some people meant to fry fries.
Right.
Some people meant to cook burgers.
Right.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
That's your lane.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. But you want to sit there and say, well, look, we cook good. I've been cooking good for years. I want to get big. And now you done got into this world of business. Now you got to deal with food inspectors. You got to deal with marketing. You got to deal with managing. You got to deal with advertising. You got to deal with all this shit, employees and stuff like that. Well, that ain't what I thought it was because you worked in there. You know how it is. But but the owning standpoint, you never had a clue of it. And far too often people step into it. Now I say again, it's not the scope of people can't do it. But because you count other people's money, you're not spending enough time asking and listening.
Right.
And looking.
Oh, he rich. He driving Mercedes. I know he making a lot of money. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's the first thing. Look at how he dressed. I know. Look at how she dressed. I know she making a lot of money. That's the first thing people say.
But that's the thing about it, man. Don't get it twisted. I'm 20 years in the game. Shit, I did my chilling circuit.
Right.
I did that, man. I did all that stuff, man. I'm down on, when I would do stuff at WLK. I'm down there doing them damn free this, that, and that, all that kind of stuff, man. I paid my damn dues.
Right, your dues are done.
I know what the hell I was doing in 05, 06, 07. I know what the hell I was doing back then and stuff. With people laughing at me. Oh, it really was a little tack business then, But you look at it now, oh, you ain't doing this, you ain't doing that. You damn right.
Right.
Because I paid my dues. People don't want to pay dues. They want to go to step 0 to step 12. And a lot of times when you sitting there looking at counting that person's money and counting that and looking at their pockets and shit like that, you never want to sit there and look at the process or ask, what did you go through? Because you so stuck on, like, hey, they getting paid this, they getting paid that. Like, shit, that just came out of night. You can't do that. How many times you think I don't see people that come, they want to get into the trucking industry? That's how you go on YouTube, man. You can make these kind of checks. And these damn fools will show, I made $10,000 doing this load, $15,000. Shit, it costs you $12 to do it.
Right. You ain't talking about the fuel.
Yeah, the pounds, the this, that, and that, and shit.
You
ain't said none of that shit.
The $500 tires.
Yeah. But you so quick to show your money, what you making, so you can get people like, ooh, let me get into it, but not the cost of doing it. And that's not saying people that actually doing it are not being okay with it, but keep it real. Because a lot of times when you actually, you can leave your job and start your business, but you really exchange your pay, the pay. Because again, you can make $50,000 at your job, and then you can go and bid it for yourself and make $200,000. But if it costs you $150 to make the two, you still at $50,000.
Right.
Entrepreneurs work for freedom. They don't want to do this, that, and that.
Working to be rich.
You working to be rich. And, if you're happy, you're a byproduct. If you become okay with doing it, but it ain't that ain't what you chase. You like moving a certain way, And if you want money, then get you a job.
Right.
Nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it. But something wrong with having entrepreneur expectations, but you have these employees mindset in regards to I want this, I want this money, but I want to guarantee it every week. Like, this shit ain't gonna like that. This shit don't work like that. It don't work like that. It don't work like that. I wish it did, but it don't work like that. The money ain't guaranteed and all that other kind of stuff. So I just think that sometimes we just need to be smart about how we move on certain things. And again, I think if we spend a lot more time looking, asking, you know what I'm saying, and listening, be different. But again, that whole aspect of people just, counting, figuring out because you're doing this and that, and that, we've seen it.
Always.
You've seen it
all the time.
When people go into those assumptions, I think a lot of us be a lot further along and have a lot less stress and things going on in our lives with that, man. But I ain't had nobody else call in and stuff. I appreciate the call in with somebody else with other people would have called in. I know people have that, guys. Again, we're going to say this is the second week. Guys, we got to call in. Y'all call in, participate. We're doing it. Even though, me and Lab have a great time up in here.
Right.
But I do appreciate all of you guys tuning in and stuff like that. It's been a great discussion in regards to that. And I hope that the information that we went over has impacted you guys, helped you in a way of, from with your lens and looking at certain things with money coming in and how people experience it.
I think so.
I
ain't paying attention to it, but yours on. Okay. Mine was off.
Yours off.
I think
when you're having a lot of damn fun. But listen, guys, we're ready to wrap everything up. I appreciate everybody tuning in. We had a discussion tonight. Why you count my money? Remember, guys, I am Deontay Burton, aka Mr. Short Dollar Stuff. If you came in on the tail end of the show in the middle, go to Mr. Short Dollar on YouTube. Again, Mr. Short Dollar on YouTube. You can check out the whole show in its whole entirety. Please make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel and also share the channel. We got a lot of great information there. Again, we got a lot of information that's coming down the pipe as well. And also go to my other YouTube channel we stream for tonight. Also, Change the Life, hosted by Deontay Burton. Got a lot of great information coming in. We get ready to wind down tax season, so I'll be able to focus more on the YouTube channels and stuff like that. And I'm super excited about that. But again, love you guys. Be safe. Thanks for all the support, and I'll talk with you soon.